Hey, this is Red Foster Dad. It's been a minute since I talked about mental health. Just want to touch base. Like lately, over the past 3 weeks, lot of things have happened with 4 people in my life, health wise. Little Xerox is doing great. He's progressing, but Ducky was he's got some health issues, some genetic disorders and genetic mutations that are going to affect him for his whole life, right? And then Chuggy was diagnosed with craniostenosis, and we don't know what the next path is for her. We're seeing some specialists for the two of them over at Texas Children's in Houston. So we knew that they were going to be diagnosed with this stuff, but like having the pen to paper is like just it hit hard. Um, and then one of my grandfathers, talking with him and him actually telling me about his health and that it's on the decline, and hearing him say his talk about his own health was hard, because he's puro mexicano machismo that doesn't, that ignores the health situations, because if you ignored it ain't there. And then the day after I talked to him and I was able to kind of process that. I get a call from my stepmom that my other grandfather passed away, and he was battling renal failure, and it's a lot longer than I expected, than we expected. But just him passing, it that hit hard, real hard. Um, and so it kind of like has thrown me into this really bad rapid cycle of mania and depression, and I'm talking like 3 or 4 times a day I'm cycling between the two of them, and they're lasting an hour and a half, 2 hours at the max, in each cycle, and there's like no middle ground right now. And so it's very hard, like it's taxing on my brain with the mania, because usually like in my manic phases I'm like over the top excited and just wild and crazy, right? um, but in this situation, the past few days has been really destructive. um, like destructive thoughts, not like hurting myself or anybody else destruction, but like going into the backyard and tearing down the shed with my bare hands. It ain't possible anymore, but um, like those kinds of destruction thoughts, right? Breaking shit, destroying stuff. But I know that if I do that, it's gonna hurt my family. Not just money wise, but like emotionally. Like my wife seeing that happen, or little Xerox seeing that happen, just how rocked their world would be. Um, and then the depression, so the strength it takes to like not do those things is hard. But then when I'm depressed, like the masking that is involved with being present and happy for my kids, or around my kids and my wife, it's just so mentally exhausting, and it's just killing me, in the sense that like I'm tired, mentally tired. But I don't like sleeping. I've always had issues sleeping, because I correlate death with sleeping. And so last night was the first night I slept pretty good. I slept like 5 hours, but the 3 nights before that I slept like an hour and a half. And I just laid there in bed. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. And so like the physical exhaustion, the mental exhaustion is just, not helping with the rapid fire bipolar shit that I'm dealing with. But I'm using the tools in my toolbox that I've learned over the years. Um, I'm praying. I'm reminding myself that my family loves me, and they remind me all the time. Just the love I get from my kids, and then the understanding, and my wife, just so understanding and loving. I started coloring. I crochet a lot, but that's just so mindless. Like I can crochet in my sleep, but I do it more to just kind of keep my hands busy. But the coloring is just like, it's so wonderful, because the page is organized. I do a lot of mandalas or geometrics, and a page is organized, and it's really cool. But then you just throw these random ass colors at it, and so it's a chaotic order, or it's orderly chaos, however you want to put it. which is kind of like my brain, right? On the outside, I'm in order, but on the inside, this shitty committee is just running amok and creating chaos. But using the tools with praying and coloring, and then knowing that my family is there for me, it's really helped out. It's not easy, but it's easier knowing that I got a bride that doesn't necessarily know what I'm going through, but understands. And so that's the amazing thing right there. But yeah, man, it's hard, but I'll get through it. Anyway, this is Red Foster Dead. Bye.